What's going on, guys? Cheesy here, and today I'm going to be showing the best C4 spawn peaks for every single map. But first, there are only 2.2% of you guys who are actually subscribed to my channel, who watch my content. So please, if you're new around here and you watch my content and are yet to be subscribed, please consider subscribing and also liking this video. Also, my socials are linked down in the description, my Twitch and my TikTok, so please go follow those. And finally, timestamps are across this video, so if you want to go to a certain map, feel free just to go down below and find what map and what minute it's on. But yeah, with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get into our first map. Over here on our first map, Oregon, so it's going to be here in Tower and Rare Stage. All you have to do is break down the single door right here, and then you're going to want to wait around 4 to 5 seconds. Once you wait about 4 to 5 seconds, run out just like so and chuck your C4. Now I'm going to show you guys where the C4 lands. It's going to land right over here on the entrance into dirt and construction site. This way, when attackers are running in trying to take dirt when we're on the bottom site, they're going to get blown up by the C4, hence why it's really, really good. But let's go ahead and move on to our next map. Okay, guys, now over here on Clubhouse, so this C4 is going to be over here on shipping docks. So over here in the junkyard entrance, make sure you guys rip down the single barricade, and you guys are going to want to wait 3 to 4 seconds. Now once you guys wait, run all the way out just like so, and you're going to want to throw your C4 over this metal tarp. And where this is landing is when the attackers are coming from shipping dock, they're going to be coming all the way from over here, and once they run up these stairs, the C4 is going to land right around this area. This way, when attackers are running up, you throw the C4 and you explode it, and just like that, attacks are going to die. But that's the C4 over here on Clubhouse. Let's go ahead and move on to our next map. Okay, guys, now over here on Consulate. So many of you guys probably already know about this one, but this one we're going to be defending the down sites over here on Consulate. All you have to do is once we double reinforce the main wall, we're going to want to wait for a sound cue, whether that's on our right side or our left side, and make sure you guys make headles above the reinforced wall. Now once we hear that sound cue, whether it's on our left side, we're going to be able to chuck it over here, or if it's on our right side, we can go ahead and hop on this red Honda right here and get a pretty far throw. This way, all we have to do is throw our C4 and then just detonate it, just like so. This way, we're able to either kill a hard breacher or maybe a thatcher, so that's really hard for them to get the wall. But that's over here on Consulate. Let's go ahead and move on to our next map. Okay, guys, now over here on Bank. So this is going to be a C4 spot for jewelry front. So over here in top square, make sure you guys rip down this window right here. Now wait 2 to 3 seconds. Now once we wait our 2 to 3 seconds, all you have to do is stay crouched, chuck your C4 as far as you can, and this is going to land right outside the ladder where the dirt entrance is, which is obviously over here. So when they're sprinting across, when you throw the C4, they're going to be hitting this thing, especially when they're trying to rappel on the window, just trying to rotate over here on this exit side. And yeah, it's a really, really solid C4 spot over here on Bank. But let's go ahead and move on to our next map. Okay, guys, now over here on Canal, this is going to be for when we're defending the bottom site over here on Canal. So all you have to do is rip down the single door right here, and this is going to be a C4 spot for the sailboat's entrance. So once you rip down this barricade, wait about 2 seconds after the attackers spawn, and then run up the staircase just like so, and then we're going to just chuck our C4 as far as we can. Now the C4 should either land on the bottom stairs or just on like around here on this entrance of the staircase. This way, when attackers are running through and try to get on the top of the staircase, because they're going to see you guys outside, and you throw the C4, they're always going to get blown up from the C4, hence why it's so good. But that's over here on Kanal. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, guys, now over here on Chalet. So this is going to be for when attackers are attacking the bottom site and getting the main wall. So all we have to do here is in library, open up this barricade, and once I start getting the main wall, crouch and just chuck your C4 as far as you can. Now this should land near the snowmobiles, as you guys can see. This way, whoever is on the left side and is peeking into the site over here, they're going to get blown up by the C4 because it's landing near the snowmobiles, which is why this C4 is so good. That's over here on Chalet. Let's go ahead and move on to our next map. Okay, guys, now over here on Cafe. So this C4 is going to be for when we are defending the bottom site and attackers are attacking it. So this C4 should land right around my ping right here. So all we have to do is when we get the comm that attackers are outside bakery, we just have to tear down this window all the way here in piano, and then jump on top of the piano and then fully prone instantly. Now once we do this, all we have to do is throw the C4 as far as we can. Now I'm going to show you guys where this lands. This is going to land right here on the armored truck. So for when attackers are swinging out here in Bake, for example, if they're right here, this C4 will be able to kill them, which is why the C4 is so good. That's over here on Cafe, guys, and let's go ahead and move on to our next map. Okay, guys, now over here on Border. So first of all, here in security, we're going to want to prep this C4 over here above this tank, and the C4 should have landed near this entrance right here. So all we have to do is once we break down the security single window, we're going to want to wait about 5 seconds before we run out. So after this, after the 5 seconds is up, go ahead and run out and then chuck your C4 over the tank. Now once attackers are leaving the spawn point over here, and they're coming out from all the way deep over here in valley. This C4 is going to be thrown. Hopefully you guys throw it after the 5 seconds is up, and this is land right here outside the spawn point, just like so. The spawn peak, or spawn C4 peak, whatever you want to call it, is super solid. And yeah, if you just throw it near the tank, it should be an instant kill. But that's over here on border. Let's go to move on to our next map. Okay guys, now over here on Skyscraper. So near exhibition, all we have to do is tear down this barricade. Once we tear this down, you guys are going to want to wait around 5-6 seconds. Once we wait all those seconds up, just jump out just like so and throw your C4. Now where this is going to land is on the entrance of this spawn point right over here. So when attackers are running through over here from tower, after they get to this point of the exit, they're probably going to break this default cam, and then you're going to be able to throw your C4 and it's going to land outside, or sorry, inside the entrance when they're going to try to rappel up. This is why this C4 is so good, and it's an instant kill every time. Let's go ahead and move on to our next map. Hey guys, now up here on Coastline. So this is going to be here in pool entrance, break down the single door, and this is going to be for the pool side over here. So all you have to do is, honestly, you can do two things. You can either wait 4 seconds, or you can use the audio cues. I would much rather say use audio cues. I think it's just much better. But all you have to do is, once we start hearing attackers, run out and throw the C4. Now this C4 is going to land all the way here on this staircase walk up. So obviously attackers are spawning back here. So if you want to wait a couple of seconds, you can do that as well. But after you wait or you hear attackers, throw the C4 and it's going to land right here on the staircase. This is why this C4 spot over here on Coastline is super powerful. But yeah guys, let's go ahead and move on to our next map. Alrighty guys, now over here on Themepark. So over here in Kafe is where this C4 is going to be. So make sure you guys tear down this single door right here that leads into Kafe. And then our C4 is going to land around this staircase over here, so on the sweet shop entrance. So all we have to do is wait for an audio cue, whether that's attackers walking up or sprinting up the stairs. Once we hear that audio cue, run out just like so and throw your C4. So this C4 is going to land in the middle of the staircase right here, so when attackers are running up the stairs, the C4 is going to be thrown, and they're going to most likely hit the C4. That's the C4 spot over here on Themepark, you guys. Let's go ahead and move on to our next map. Okay guys, now over here on Villa. So over here in Mudroom on this single window, make sure you guys tear this down. Now this C4 is going to land right here, you guys. But with this C4, you guys have to use audio cues for this one, alright? Because the main point of this is when attackers are running through over here through main road, and they're walking up all the way around this area. So all we have to do is wait for an audio cue. Obviously, we have with the C4 trajectory now. So once we hear attackers, whether they start running across, all we have to do is throw our C4. Now this C4 is going to land right here in this little horseshoe thing. I'm not really too sure what this is, but it's going to land right here. So now when attackers are running across, they're going to hit this C4 just like so. But guys, that's over here on Villa. Let's go ahead and move on to our second to final map. Okay guys, now over here on Outback, there are a couple of C4s you guys can do over here, but I'd much rather do this one that's over here on the back entrance. So all you have to do is destroy the back entrance single door, and we're gonna want to wait. I would rather wait like 1 to 2 seconds, and don't do it instantly. So after we wait a couple, run out and then throw your C4 over this sign. Now this C4 is going to land right here. So when attackers are coming from camping this way, when they're attacking whatever side they're attacking or trying to push through, they're gonna hit this C4 right here when they're sprinting after we run out. This is why the C4 is super good, because it's in the spawn point. That's over here on Outback, guys. Let's go ahead and get on to our final map. Okay guys, now we're here on our final map, Nighthaven. So this is going to be in electrical here. So make sure you guys break down the single window. And this C4 is going to be on the staircase. Now we can do this a couple ways. We can either have one of our teammates sit on this cam right here, or the way I like to do it is just using your ears and sound cues for when attackers are walking up or running up the staircase. So all you have to do is prep our C4 just like so, back up a little bit and crouch. This way we won't get shot when we're trying to throw this. Once we have it all lined up and we hear attackers, or we get the comm that attackers are on the staircase, go ahead and throw your C4. Now the C4 will always land right here on the staircase. So like I said before, attackers are going to be running up, sprinting up, and they're going to be getting hit by the C4. Okay guys, this is the end of this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Also, what was your guys' favorite C4 spot? Go ahead and go down below and comment it. But yeah, that's me today, guys, and yeah, peace.